Help is on the way. Just call a Bryant dealer to the rescue and get the Plus 90i. It's the most energy-efficient gas furnace you can buy, and only your Bryant dealer has it. So call Bryant to the rescue.
Come on, Bryant, and rescue me, rescue me.
To keep jobs in Illinois, Jim Edgar is working to improve the business climate and expand job training programs for Illinois workers.
By improving individual skills, we think that all of Illinois will benefit.
Job training and a stable tax climate helped Motorola expand. 2,400 jobs were saved at Nabisco, and American Steel Foundries reopened with 1,200 jobs.
What we've done in the last 4 years, I think, has proven to the business community we want to work with them.
Governor Jim Edgar.
It is October. Mike Smith Mitsubishi is going to do something very special to celebrate our 3rd anniversary. We are excited to offer the public $29 over factory invoice on 94 or 95 Mitsubishi Galants, or the Mirage, or the Montero by Mitsubishi, sport utility vehicle, or the luxury car Diamante. It's an opportunity. We're going to get our numbers up by offering you special deals. Don't miss this opportunity, only at Mike Smith Mitsubishi on the Beltline in Paducah, Kentucky.
A prison warden and his wife died at the hands of an escaped prisoner in Alabama today. It happened at a state prison cattle ranch. Kevin O'Neill Washington bludgeoned to death the warden and his wife with the blunt end of a shotgun. Shot 2 prisoners who attempted to interfere and then set the warden's house on fire. Washington arrested hours later on prison property. He was serving time for attempted murder. The 1,000-acre prison ranch houses about 100 inmates and serves as a cattle ranch and catfish operation. Near Houston, Texas, the floodwater of the San Jacinto River has receded to reveal the severed pipelines, some still burning since Thursday and still leaking. Ken Kalthoff has more on today's cleanup efforts.
They're telling us we can't come in this way.
People are still looking for pieces of the homes that stood in Rio Villa.
There's the step.
The only thing that kept this boat in Jeannie Harn's yard was a big tree with very deep roots.
You can see it was up to the ceiling.
Walter Gill had just remodeled his home and now must do so again. Even if the road to Rio Villa were passable, the severed pipelines and the fire are still between here and the mainland. The only way in or out is by boat. From the water, you can really see the new channel the flood cut across the road and through the pipelines. Emergency crews can now inspect the problem, but road repair is the last priority.
The fire is hindering the road crews, and once they got in, they couldn't figure out what to do, so now they're going to have to do an engineering study.
As residents look for ways to launch boats in the flood-ravaged riverbanks, many question why officials did not heed neighbors' warnings.
Well, it's sad the way they handled everything.
Days before the fire, neighbors say they told the Coast Guard about the smell of leaking gas and about loose barges in the flooded river.
They told us they didn't have any gas to get up here to help us, so the barges just had free run of the whole river and tore everything up.
Now the Coast Guard supervises the cleanup. Boats tow booms trying to lasso the oil slick on the water. Skimmers work to suck it up. The Port of Houston is still closed to navigation because of debris in the channel.
My primary focus is to get that channel cleared and get marine commerce working in the Port of Houston again.
The pipeline companies say products should soon finish burning off. Officials say fire is the best way to get rid of the fuel. The oil slick does not appear to be as large as once thought, which is certainly good news because that's quite a mess out there.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Okay, well, that's just a good idea, but our weather is looking pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it really is. Now, look a little bit on the cool side, but it looks like we're going to finish out October with some very sunshiny autumn weather. I'll tell you more about it when we come back.
This portion of the news brought to you by Michelson Jewelers.
Real fortune has moved to News Channel 6.
And we're celebrating with Super Saver Diamond and Gold wheel deals.
This fabulous 1-carat heart cluster is an incredible $4.99. Only $149 buys this 1/4-carat lightning bolt cluster.
This month only, charge it for 1 year interest-free.
Save half off this beautiful 1-carat marquee anniversary band. Only $9.99. Or this anniversary channel set diamond band priced at $3.99 for half-carat and $1.99 for 1/4-carat.
You're always a winner with guaranteed best value.
At all Michaels & Jewelers locations.
What am I doing with you here this evening?
You're my brother. You're helping me choose a car.
Oh, so the Grand Am has a V6.
It's a blast to drive. Can't even get one on an Altima.
Airbag, anti-lock brakes?
Standard. And the price is right.
Get a new Grand Am for just $230 a month for 36 months with just $1,500 down.
Smart choice.
Thank you.
So what am I doing here?
You're helping me pick a color.
See Country, Tom Taylor, Parsons, Herman Jenkins, Purdom, and Courtesy Autoplex.
When it comes to furnaces, 2 stages are better than 1. The Train 2-stage XV90 furnace with a low speed for mild conditions and a high speed for extreme cold. It heats your home evenly, efficiently, and oh so quietly. It's hard to stop a Train. Get a free 5-year parts and labor warranty on qualifying Train products now through November 25th, 1994.
Call D&R Sheet Metal for products and systems designed with your comfort in mind.
For a quality product, expert installation, and guaranteed service, call Stevenson Heating and Cooling.
You can't help but be impressed by Phil Bredesen. He came to Tennessee as a young man, started a company, and provided 6,000 jobs. Since he was elected mayor of our capital city, he's done a superb job revitalizing Nashville, putting it on a sound financial footing. He's proven to be a trustworthy, honest, creative public servant. I not only endorse Phil for governor, I do so enthusiastically. Phil Bredesen will get things done for Tennessee.
Leach Tom will join us with weather in just a minute, but first we want to tell you about the situation in Charleston, Missouri. A number of blacks there are threatening to riot. So far, Charleston police and the Missouri Highway Patrol have maintained a tenuous control. Earlier tonight, 200 members of the black community surrounded the city police station, threatening to riot. Patrick Rocky is there on the scene, and he joins us live via telephone with details on what's going on. Patrick, what is the latest?
Well, Carol, things are relatively calm at this hour here in Charleston, but earlier, as you said, racial tensions threatened to explode into a full-scale riot. About 200 members of the black community marched on the Mississippi County Jail. They were angered by the death overnight of 35-year-old Elmer Johnson of Charleston. He was found hanged in his cell at the Mississippi County Jail. Now, witnesses described the scene here earlier tonight.
Well, when I first got there, it was calm. It was later that it got kind of rough, bottles being thrown, and I don't know about any windows because I didn't see that part, but I did see the bottles being thrown.
The crowd is dispersed. Everything ended up peaceful. It started out kind of rough, but everything ended up peaceful, and we thank God for that.
Now, Reverend Travis stresses that the march was not organized by the NAACP, although they are planning to organize a march later. No one was hurt, as far as we know, although authorities say at least 1 car window was shot out. A coroner's inquest has been called in that death, and an autopsy is being performed. The FBI is also investigating the case. We'll have the very latest details from Charleston coming up on News Channel 6 a.m. Carol?
Okay, Patrick, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. There were reports earlier of shots being fired, and you did mention that a car window was blown out, but also that cars were overturned. Have you been able to verify those reports?
No, as far as we've been able to find out, that is not the case. There, as I said, at least 1 car window was shot out. There were some bottles and rocks thrown, but no car turned over as far as we know.
Okay, thank you, Patrick.
Sure.
That was Patrick Rocky. All right, and now it's time to turn back to weather. Liz, sorry, we didn't mean to interrupt your weathercast.
That's okay. Patrick is doing a fine job on the scene. He'll keep us all up to date. Yeah, let's take a look outside this evening. Things are cooling down rather nicely. In fact, something kind of surprising to tell you about when we get to the numbers in just a minute. But outside right now, things are looking rather nice. In fact, we've got clear skies. We are seeing a few clouds get close to us, but we're looking at clear skies for the most part. 50 degrees, humidity at 55%, the barometric pressure at 30.11, and that has been going up, and the winds are calm. See the satellite shot. We'll see the clouds across the nation. Actually, we're going to start out. You can see these clouds moving out, and plenty of sunshine, but you see a few more clouds beginning to build in a little bit, kind of a wrap around the area of low pressure to our north. So We're not going to be as clear as we thought tonight. We're clear for the moment, but we expect to see a few more clouds. No rain anytime just yet, though most of the rain still on the East Coast around low pressure up there. The front has moved through. Another front is blown through, and we're now sitting in an area of high pressure. Look at all of this high pressure. Just a very quiet day weather-wise throughout much of the nation. However, big change is going to come because another front is going to zoom on in and bring us more cool air. Now, we're already getting cooler. We started the day at 55 degrees this morning. The temperature within the last hour, 50, and that is the low since midnight. So the temperature is really going down as this colder air continues to work its way into the region. 69 was our high today. That's pretty close to normal. 83 at 27 records. No rain in our rain gauge today, and our monthly total stays at just under 2 3/4 inches. For our temperatures around the region within the last hour, 48 at the National Weather Service at Barkley Regional Airport. 44, meanwhile, at Mount Vernon. 55 at Marion. 52 at Carbondale. 51 at Cape Girardeau, 51 as well at Dyersburg and Hopkinsville, 53 at Owensboro, and 55 at Nashville. Here's another front we were telling you about, kind of dropping on through this cooler air that is going to be working its way into the region again. So kind of a reinforcing front with even cooler air. In fact, they're looking for some snow up in northern reaches around Minnesota and also points north from up there. So it's in that time of year where we're seeing more snowflakes appear. Cool weather continuing with high pressure coming into the picture on Tuesday. So actually we're looking for a rather very autumn-like week with temperatures expected in the 40s for overnight lows tonight. And then high temperatures tomorrow right around 70 degrees, but that is before that other batch of cold air begins to move in. So first of all, for tonight, we're going to see some more clouds working their way in overnight. Overnight lows expected in the low to mid-40s with light and variable winds. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy skies with highs from the mid-60s to near 70. Wind out of the southwest at 5 to 10. However, that'll be swinging around to the northwest after that other front gets through. Overnight lows tomorrow night under mostly clear to fair skies, upper 30s to mid-40s in the extended forecast. Partly cloudy Tuesday, 58 expected for the high temperature. Mostly sunny on Wednesday and Thursday. 62 for the high Wednesday. 66 Thursday as we continue to gradually warm up. And then partly cloudy and 71 on Friday. So a little on the cool side, but at least we'll have plenty of sunshine.
Well, it doesn't look too bad. Thank you, Lou. Coming up next in sports, Mark Miller has NFL highlights from Week 8, plus a new King of the Road. Stay tuned.
Here comes Mass right to the bumper, slides it sideways.
This month, when you come to Walmart, look for this big old thank you card.
Thanks for saving at Walmart.
And look for low prices on thousands of items throughout the store.
Thanks for saving at Walmart.
It's our way of thanking you for 32 years of friendship. And we'll be thanking you with extra low prices throughout the month of October.
It's our 32nd anniversary, and we wouldn't be here without you, so we just like to say,
thanks for saving with us.
Alan Wheat has been in Washington too long. 12 years in Congress, 86 bounced checks. He even voted to raise his own pay. And Wheat voted to exempt members of Congress from laws that we have to live by. The way to change Washington is to change the people who are there.
That people in Washington are so out of touch. They don't understand that sort of the day-to-day challenges, the tough things that ordinary families go through.
For the U.S. Senate, Ashcroft works for Missouri.
The big Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck 17 years in a row. And right now, you can get low 2.9 financing or $750 cash back on select F-150s. That's right, low 2.9 financing or $750 cash back on an F-150 loaded with all these extras. Hurry in while selection is best and get low 2.9 financing or $750 cash back on the big Ford F-150. Only from your local Ford dealer.
Nowhere is there more competition than in the used car business. You know, a lot on every corner, individuals, program sales, used cars everywhere. So why does Royal Oaks sell so many pre-owned cars? At Royal Oaks, we have a different approach. We do the same thing you do. We shop around, select the best, put it in tip-top shape, then offer it for sale. At Royal Oaks, our used car philosophy is very simple. We won't sell a used car to your family unless we'd trust it for our own.
Welcome back, everybody. Time for the sports. The Denver Broncos have been mired in futility this season.
came into today's game at 1-5. Their problems started way back on September 4th when they lost their opener to San Diego. The Chargers entered today's game with the Broncos at 6-0 as the league's only undefeated team. To the highlights we go now. San Diego up 9-0 second quarter. Leonard Russell plows in from 3 yards out. That cuts the Chargers lead to 2 at 9-7. Wade Phillips very happy. Third quarter action now. John Elway from the shotgun, 43 yards to Shannon Sharp. Denver takes the 14-12 lead. San Diego field goal made it 15-14 Chargers, but Jason Elam gets all of this one, 54 yards. That gave the Broncos the 17-14 lead, and Denver hangs on in this one to win 20-15. That improves the Broncos to 2-5, and they hand San Diego its first loss of the season. A great day in Arizona for football, but not so great for Dallas quarterback Troy Aikman. This hit by Wilbur Marshall in the first quarter brought an early end to Aikman's day out with a concussion. Barry Switzer looks concerned, but backup Rodney Peete steps in, finds Michael Irvin the great one-handed tip catch that made it 14-all. Fourth quarter now. Peete finds Irvin again, this time down the left sideline for a 65-yard touchdown. He is gonzo, 21-all. Dallas takes the lead for good. Emmitt Smith, the main man, left side, 6 yards out. Dallas gets the win today. A squeaker, 28-21 over the Arizona Cardinals. Elsewhere, Cleveland beat Cincinnati 37-13. Washington down Indianapolis. Pittsburgh 4 points better than the Giants. Well, return specialist Tyrone Hughes of New Orleans set a new NFL record today. He totaled 347 yards in kick returns in the Saints' 37-34 win over the LA Rams. The old mark was just 294. Here it is, second quarter, 17-14 Saints. Tyrone Hughes from his own 8-yard line around the right side. The former Nebraska Cornhusker, Gonzo, returned another kick, 97 yards in the third. But the best return of the day came in the fourth. 37-27 Saints. They're forced to punt. Nobody downs this punt here. Now, you kids at home, down the punt, because watch this. Robert Bailey picks it up. The punter's walking off the field, unsnapping his chin strap, and Robert Bailey's in for the touchdown. 103 yards. How did that happen? Saints hang on to win 37-34, one of the most bizarre games ever. Detroit beat Chicago 21-16. The Raiders down Atlanta. It was KC over Seattle 38-23. San Francisco down Tampa Bay 41-16. College football now. Middle Tennessee's Kippy Bayless and Tony McCombs of Eastern Kentucky are this week's Ohio Valley Conference Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week. McCombs recorded 15 tackles in the Colonels' win over Tennessee Tech yesterday. Bayless rushed to 31 times for 156 yards, caught 6 passes for 48. Middle down Southeast Missouri 38-14. Bayless remains the OVC's rushing leader with 826 yards through 7 contests for an average of 118 yards per game. Top 5 teams in the Associated Press top 25 remain the same this week. Penn State was idle. Colorado and Nebraska meet Saturday in Lincoln. Auburn and Florida had the week off. Alabama's the other SEC team ranked this week. The Crimson Tide sits at 8-0 in the 8th position behind Miami and A&M. Florida State and Michigan round out the top 10. Utah and Duke are the other 2 undefeated teams in the country. 8 teams remain unbeaten. The auto racing now. Dale Earnhardt should have plenty of cigarettes. The new Winston Cup King of the Road wrapped up the title over Rusty Wallace at the AC Delco 500 in Rockingham, North Carolina today. Midway through the race, Rusty Wallace gets bumped, but hangs on. If he'd gone into the wall, that would have sealed up the cup for Earnhardt. But then around lap 300, Wallace concedes to a blown engine, and that locked it up for Ironhead. But Earnhardt still pushes his car to take the checkered flag and win the race and the Winston Cup title. Earnhardt's 7th championship ties Richard Petty's record of 7.
And knocked down his 7th.
You know, we got this championship out of the way. We can go on and try to win the race 2 more, and I know everybody's working hard to try to win a race before the season's over, but it really feels good to win today and win that championship all in one, and it made it that much sweeter to be doing it here in Victory Lane.
And from 4-wheel vehicles, the 4-legged animals in the 6th race at Bluegrass Downs today. Check out Lucky Bo Loom, a 25-to-1 shot.
And up goes Lucky Bo Loom with a strong rally to hit the front from Northern Sundance. Simi Forbes drops to 3rd on the rail. Wider out, Ring the Bell finishing boldly, but Lucky Bo Loom is clear. Ring the Bell goes to 2nd, and Keep on Turning is flying home for 3rd, but Lucky Bo Loom wins it clearly.
That's right, Michael Rona. Lucky Bo Loom wins it. He pays $58.50, $16.40, and $4.40. What a long shot. Golf today. Local links season began to wind down as the Paxton Park Club Championship wrapped up. Joe Garland finished at 4 over to win the championship flight. Tommy Hayden won the first flight with a 161. Our own Dave Winder and Tom Butler fired 162 and 165 respectively. Mike Worth won the second flight. PGA Tour today, 5th round of the Las Vegas Invitational. Shot of the day, Bruce Litsky puts his second shot on the par 5 16th within inches of the flagstick. Litsky nails the eagle putt to go to -27, and he retook the lead from Robert Gomez, and Carol Bruce Litsky was the champion, 1 stroke better than Robert Gomez.
Okay, kind of a tongue twister there.
Tongue Litsky licking it all the way.
Whatever. More to come when we come back.
At Venture, we accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover, Venture, even this rarely seen form of payment, cash. But that's too much. Right now, Venture has all these lamps at low prices. Like this one with 2 free buffet lamps. Brilliant, huh?
Missouri taxpayers have no better watchdog than Margaret Kelly. Re-elect Margaret Kelly as state auditor.
Dreams. That's what Jackson Purchase Electric Co-op is really all about. When others saw only fields and orchards, Jackson Purchase could see the dreams. But we didn't just stop there. We worked to help make those dreams come true, like the new Information Age Park and the Kentucky Oaks Mall area, jobs, opportunities. And we want to keep working to make our economy even stronger. Help us continue making dreams come true. Vote no on their November 8th referendum.
Blindfolded Dan is trying to guess what car we got here, which for you folks watching at home is the Eagle Talon.
This is dual airbags. These are leather trim seats. I feel a CD player, 300ZX.
Oh, keep trying, Dan. Dan is trying to identify this new sports coupe.
Toyota Supra.
From Chrysler's newest brand.
Forget Supra. I feel a Lexus SC 300.
It's an Eagle Talon, Dan.
Right. Okay, just give me a little
Test drive a Talon at your Jeep and Eagle dealer or call us.
Luigi Thomas back to kind of give us a recap of what we can expect for the work week.
Yeah, that's right. Back to work with partly cloudy skies and high temperatures in the mid-60s to near 70. Not bad.
Okay, not too bad. Well, that's all the time we have left. Patrick Rockley will have more on the Charleston situation at 6 a.m. Have a good night.
Shopping for a used car? Then consider a pre-owned Nissan from Chuck Mullen in Paducah. All of our used cars go through a 27-point inspection. If we find something wrong, we fix it. Then that inspection report and repair orders are put in the glove compartment for your inspection. The result? A quality pre-owned car you can count on at an affordable price. This 93 Nissan Sentra with automatic and air, $500 down, $199 a month. A pre-owned Nissan is a car you can count on. From Chuck Mullen, Park Avenue, Paducah.
Al Holfeld is a millionaire personal injury lawyer who has never prosecuted a criminal, never collected a dime in child support. Jim Ryan convicted 10,000 felons and collected $32 million in delinquent child support. Holfeld wants parole boards that can release prisoners early.
I'm Jim Ryan. Violent criminals should serve at least 85% of their sentence and work while in prison. Violent juveniles should serve adult time.
Jim Ryan for Attorney General. Tough prosecutor, tough job.
It's time to play the Kentucky Lottery. Hi, everybody. I'm Chip Holston. Tonight's winning pick 3 number is 7, 5, 3. Once again, tonight's winning pick 3 number is 753. Now it's time to play pick 4. Tonight's winning number is 7, 6, 0, 2. That's 7602. Good night and good luck from the Kentucky Lottery.
Now more than ever, News Channel 6.
I live with the times. Progress to
To reveal new skin, I've discovered Plenitude XL A3 with triple fruit acids.
An innovation from L'Oreal, XL A3 with triple fruit acids lifts away dull cells and reveals new skin. Its anti-free radical complex helps combat the signs of aging. Its sun filter helps protect from UV rays. XL A3 has visible results. Smoother skin, a brighter complexion.
My skin has never looked so young.
New Plenitude XL A3 from L'Oreal to reduce the signs of aging.
You know, on the road for Ace, I see a lot of great stuff. Like the Boudreaux Brothers Ace Hardware stores here in Napoleonville, Louisiana. These guys really go out of their way for you. See, when you come into Brother Dan's store and he's out of something, he'll call Brother Wayne's store 5 miles down the road and they'll bring it over. Now that is delivering service. And hey, that kind of spirit is what Ace Hardware is all about. So take it from the Boudreaux Brothers and me. Wherever you go, Ace is America's place for helpful service.
See for yourself how many reasons people are coming to West Kentucky Factory Outlets in Eddyville, Kentucky. Shopping is easy and fun, and you'll love the savings on brand names and designer labels.
It is the best mall in the United States of America. They are the best prices I have ever seen, bar none.
I come because of the variety of product available.
Shop and save more at West Kentucky Factory Outlet Mall.
I don't imagine I'll always be the only chicken place in town. I got a feeling they'll be popping up like dandelions.
The Colonel was right, especially when it comes to rotisserie chicken restaurants. Still, no one has rotisserie chicken as good as the Colonel's Rotisserie Gold. So good that it's America's best-selling rotisserie chicken.
Enjoy a leg thigh quarter of the Colonel's Rotisserie Gold chicken with a biscuit or cornbread muffin for only $1.69, or a breast wing quarter for just $1.99, only from KFC.
If you give someone a good meal at a fair price, they'll come back to you.